Have you ever wondered what it really takes to make Agile work? Well, at the Global Agile Summit, we're bringing you real-life, first-person stories of Agile succeeding out there in the real world that will inspire you to take action. Whether you're a leader, a product innovator, a developer, you'll hear practical insights from those who've done it. They'll be telling their own stories from the stage. I'll tell you more about this at the end of this episode, so stay back and listen to the full detailed description of what we have in store for you at the Global Agile Summit. But if you can't wait, you can go right now to globalagilesummit.com and check out our full schedule. For now, on to the episode, but I'll see you at the end of this episode with more details on the Global Agile Summit. Talk to you soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Success Thursday. This week we have with us Karen Suarez. Hey, Karen, welcome back.
Hi, thank you for having me on Thursday.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you to discuss what might be potentially the most important question of the week. But before we dive into that, do share with us, what's your favorite retrospective format and why?
I actually like to work with simple formats, something like start, stop, continue. I prefer to leave the room to dialogue. I work on the team members' vulnerability, so the most painful topics are bring to light. But sometimes I like to mix it up with the holidays, thematics, postcard, Christmas tree, that kind of stuff. I think it's fun to do sometimes. But yeah, kind of the simpler formats.
Yeah. When you think about opening more space for the dialogue, which is one of the things that you said, that's an important approach and perspective. What are the tricks, the approaches that you use to try to tackle that aspect of vulnerability that you mentioned, right? Because if we just open the space, right, but people don't feel safe, they don't feel they can be vulnerable, they're not going to talk about what really needs to be talked about. So what have you learned about working with the team members' vulnerability, as you said, so the ability to be open, honest, candid in discussing the difficult topics that need to be discussed?
What I realized is that I cannot do that only in the retrospective event. I needed to do outside that, take more time. So I spent time individually with people, in a collective, informal way also. And the thing that works the most for me, it's stepping in their shoes, being myself vulnerable.
Yeah.
Vulnerable. So so once they see I'm open to do that I struggle with stuff also, and that I need their help in order to get better, they start opening themselves. I also look for people that are more open than others and start working with them. So once they see, okay, there's Karen opening herself, opening her heart, there is the lead developer, there is my teammates here, which I'm friend with, who is opening also, maybe I'm going to try it. So that's how I do it. I spend time with them. I try to talk about anything. I don't necessarily become a friend, but I show them I can be open and show my flaws. And that's good because it allowed us to improve, and it stops the rumors, maybe some the non-say things. And it's not as scary as we thought. We are the hardest judge of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. That means that we need to be able to kind of overcome the fear of judgment, right? Like if we say something and feel that we are going to be judged for it, then we are probably going to avoid saying that something, right? Like avoid discussing that topic. And the problem with that is that the topic eventually grows and it becomes a much bigger problem than it needed in the first place. And one of the examples that you shared is that you are vulnerable yourself, that you modeled that behavior. And you gave the example of asking for help. This is a great example of modeling that behavior. What are other concrete things that you do to model that behavior of being vulnerable to show your team members that, yeah, you can talk about difficult things as well?
I basically use myself. It's the single tool I know right now. I know how to do it, and it's been working. I choose the topics that really hurt for me. I'm not always ready, but I try to do it anyway, so they can do it also. And then I show them the feeling I was having before saying it and how they help me. So it's not only saying I need your help on this, but later saying, you remember when I told you this, so you helped me this way, this way, this way. And actually it wasn't that big as I thought. And right now I feel better, the results of opening this way.
Mm-hmm. So really sharing the story with them, right? Like not just asking for help, but then sharing, okay, I was afraid to ask for help but in fact, when I asked for help, I got these benefits.
Yes, that's coming back to the situation I was before.
Yeah, and that's a really powerful way to model that behavior. Karen, Thursday is, of course, also Success Thursday. So share with us, when it comes to being a successful Scrum Master, how do you reflect on it? What are the questions you ask? What does that mean for you?
What is mean to me, basically, most important is the autonomy of the team. I'm here to teach some stuff, to mentor on some topics, to mentor people, to coach sometimes. But at some point, I'm gonna leave the team work on themselves, and I'm gonna work on something else. Maybe I will be forever with the team because there's a bunch of stuff to do in the organization. But the first thing is what I'm capable to do, the team is also capable to do. Once they master or they are autonomous enough to do what I learned, what I brought to the team, I believe that as a success. So working on team cohesion, building trust between the team and the rest of the organization, the trust between team members. When I hear people discussing hard topics, it happened to me at some point when we had a team in a department with no manager. We had a team member who wasn't really a team player. He was really evading all of the work. These technical skills weren't on point. So the team tried to mentor him, to work together to teach him some skills, to start with simple stuff. And at some point, we realized this person was hurting the team, was creating great harm. And I told myself, this person became an impediment for the team. We always talk about impediments, but sometimes it's tools, sometimes it's process. In this case, it was a person, so it became hard to say, we try everything, we try what we can today, and it's not working. We need to take this person out of the team. And when I was able to bring the team to talk about this situation with the person involved, I realized, okay, they are now ready to. I'm ready to leave or to take some distance from the team, because now they're able to work on these difficult topics, such as people.
So that's about understanding if the team is able to not only recognize, that's an important part, but also actually take action without us triggering that action, right? Like in this case, discussing, hey, this is not working, we need to figure out because this person isn't helping anymore, like what are the next steps, what could we do, right?
Yes, to raise the flag. At the beginning, of course, they were really scared because for for a few years they were just ignoring the conflict, but I triggered the needed to do something, but they were able to take the facts and bring into the person in an assertive way, not not bringing the fault on the person, but showing the problems these situations were having for the team and for the
it just wasn't a fit, right?
Yes, it was not the fit, and really this person was using the team just to earn his salary and staying at home, not really working. So it was really a problem of trust. Some other thing, but so this brought me to say success is when we accept conflict, when not everything is in harmony, and we deal with conflict. We are having product feedback. The product is really changing on every iteration, that kind of stuff, because we maybe sometimes create iterations or sprints, if we want to say like that, and the product roadmap is staying, is not changing, and the basis of agile is adapting. So if we are not adapting the product, there is no need to adapt because it's something straightforward. Why are we wasting time on this effort? So yes, seeing the product and the roadmap, having a roadmap that is based on outcomes, not outputs, that kind of stuff is where I say, okay, I changed that. I have an impact on the team being successful, on the product being successful. When solutions are coming now from the team and not always expecting, there's a problem here, we need a solution. When we see cost impairment removal, that's what I consider also a success. When we cause it and when we don't always solve it, when we are putting the backlog, yes, when we are using, as I said before on Monday, the backlog, we are using it as a communication tool. We are expressing user needs, technical needs, strategic company needs, and solutions are being left for the team to decide later, to decide even during the building. When this process of adapting becomes easy.
Yeah. Well, I really like the aspect of the adaptability in its different levels, right? Like at the team level, like conflict would be one example, but there are many others, like changing tools or changing some practice based on feedback from either other teams or themselves. Then also the adaptability on the product. We're getting feedback from the market, from the customers. Is the product being adapted? If not, then there's a problem, right? Because Agile is all about adapting to that feedback that is coming in. I really like that aspect of adaptability and how we need to reflect on it as Scrum Masters. So yeah, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Karen.
Thank you.
Hey, friend, thank you for staying. Here is all you need to know about the Global Agile Summit. If you've ever suffered or know people who are suffering from Agile fatigue, this event is for you. Agile fatigue is that feeling that settles in when we can't really see a light at the end of the tunnel. We get discouraged, especially when conversations revolve around the same old frameworks, the same old buzzwords and theories. We don't feel that energy anymore. Well, the Global Agile Summit is a different kind of event. We're bringing you real-life first-person stories of Agile succeeding out there in the real world that will inspire you to take action and transform the way you work. The Global Agile Summit will happen in Tallinn, Estonia, May 18th, that's the workshop day, and then 19th and 20th, the conference day. And Tallinn, Estonia is one of the most innovative tech hubs in Europe. The Global Agile Summit is hosted together with Latitude 59, which is kind of a citywide celebration of software startups and groundbreaking ideas. And we'll have a shared ticket for you to attend those events as well. So who will be speaking? Well, we've got an incredible lineup of thought leaders in software and Agile. For example, Clinton Keith, the person who literally wrote the book on game development with Scrum, and is busy bringing Agile to the world of game development. You must check his session. The very famous and well-known Jürgen Apelo, author of Management 3.0, will be talking and exploring about AI's impact on leadership. We also have Gojko Adzic, who's taking an unconventional look at the product growth with his lizard optimization keynote. Other speakers include, for example, Sven Dietz, who's challenging everything we know about software development by literally ditching contracts and estimates. Can you imagine? His teams deliver software before their competitors are even done with the contract negotiation. How agile is that? But there's more. We'll cover engineering practices in our developer track with talks on, for example, AI-assisted test-driven development, developing products in minutes with a different approach to how we develop, configure, deploy platforms, and much more. We also have a product track where we cover cutting-edge ideas around product discovery, delighting customers with product delight frameworks. We'll have a talk about that. And we also have an Agile business track where we will talk about, for example, open strategy, a very agile approach to managing organizations and delivering software faster to clients, faster than you can even write a contract, literally. I mean, I already told you about Sven Dietz's story. It's amazing. It definitely is a must-see. I'm sure you'll be inspired and get a lot of ideas for your own software projects and software delivery. Now, whether you're a business leader, a product innovator, or a developer, you'll definitely find value in our 3 focused tracks. That's Agile Business for those working with businesses and organizations, Agile Product for product managers, product owners, and innovators, and Agile Developer for the builders making Agile work in practice, the coders, the testers, the designers, the producers, the Scrum Masters, you name it. If you join, you will meet over 200 Agile professionals from all over the world. People who, just like you, want to grow, want to share, and want to learn by challenging the ideas that don't work anymore. At the Global Agile Summit, you'll get new connections, fresh ideas, and the energy to take your own Agile to the next level. And who knows, maybe even find your next career opportunity. So don't miss out. Check out the full program and grab your ticket now at globalagilesummit.com. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in Tallinn, Estonia in May. I'll see you there.